Hey ladies, alright, so today we're going to be installing a U-part wig, and you know I love my middle part, so it's going to be a middle part today. And I'm going to be doing a U-part wig. For those of you who do not know what a U-part wig is, it's basically the look of a sew-in without actually committing to a sew-in. So they're great protective styles for relaxed and natural hair women, and you don't have to commit to a 2 to 3 hour sew-in. Ain't that lovely? So let's begin by braiding down our base. The base is just basically what your braids are going to look like underneath your U-part wig. You can do it in any pattern, any type of way you want to braid your hair down. I like to braid mine going backwards. It's easier for me, especially since I'm braiding my own hair, and I find that I get a flatter installation when I braid my hair going backwards. So the braids that I have hanging down, I'm going to divide into two sections, and I'm going to sew the braids going upward to avoid a bumpy feel. I'm also going to secure the braids at the ends. If your hair is longer, if your braids are longer than where they can be sewn down, then you can actually fold those over and make sure to sew the ends down and secure it. So just fold it over like that, and then sew those ends down to make sure that all of the braids are secure and they don't fall out of place. So the hair used on this U-part wig, which I made myself, is from True Glory Hair. This is their Brazilian deep wave, and I just flat ironed it, just ran the flat iron through it a couple times to get it kind of straight. And I'm going to be applying that to my head today. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is check for placement. Make sure where you laid your braids down that your U-part wig fits. You want to check for the fitting to make sure that it covers the braids before you get ready to sew it down. Make sure it covers the braids because you do not want that to show, ladies. It's not cute. And I'm just going to hold down the wig at the top with some butterfly clips. This is going to make sure that the wig sits exactly where I have it laid. Okay, so I'm going to begin sewing underneath the braid. I'm going to take the needle and stitch it underneath the braid, and then I'm going to push it through the wig cap. And once I pull that through, I'm going to use the loop and pull method, which I'm going to show you in a second what that is. It's basically just putting the needle through the thread after each stitch. This just makes a sew-in or anything just tighter. It gives it a tighter application. So again, I'm going to push it underneath the braid. And then through the wig cap. Pull it through. And this is where you put the needle through the thread and just pull. So it's a loop and pull method. Every so often you want to make sure that you pull the wig over the braid with every stitch. Just make sure the wig is over that ankle braid so that it doesn't show when you get ready to pull your hair back. So I'm going to continue to sew all around the perimeter to make sure that it's secured and tight. And I did not leave out any hair in the back, so if you did leave out hair in the back, then of course you would have extra hair hanging in the back to cover the track. But I do not plan on putting my hair up in a ponytail or anything like that. And because I am natural, I didn't really want to have any hair out back there that I would have to press. So I decided to just keep my leave out in the front and around the center part. Okay, so now that the perimeter is all sewn down, we're going to go back and make sure we sew around the U part and make sure that that's secure. Again, pulling the cap over the braids. Time to style. So we're going to be using flat irons, or you can use whatever you choose. I have to press out my natural hair, so I'm going to be using a mini flat iron to pull out or pull straight my edges. And I'm also going to be rotating between the small and the larger flat iron because I find that in some sections I like to use the larger flat iron. So for my edges, I'm going to be using the small one because it kind of gets closer to my edges and the roots of my hair to make sure that that gets straight as possible. And then for the middle part, I like to use both the small and the larger flat iron. Okay, so this is the completed look. I absolutely love U-Pro wigs. I can't remember the last time I actually got a full sew-in. You can see when I pull my hair back, it looks really natural, really nice. If you choose to, you can also leave hair out in the back if you choose to put your hair up in high ponytails. And I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thanks for tuning in, ladies. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for future tutorials if you aren't already. And remember, stay flawless, boo.